parents tend to want to achieve whatever they didn't achieve in their time as children through their children.
We grow through what we go through.
Yes.
Except what's going on, guys? What's going on? It is not your boy, but the guy.
Who is this guy?
Pura, the guy Pura, and welcome to his YouTube channel. I'm proud to announce that. Oh God, it's Lou. I'm proud to say, welcome to the first ever episode of Table Matters, which in isiXhosa can be said as Imi Bayasetafile. This is a podcast where we like to dive deep into unexpressed point of views, opinions, emotions, and ideas due to being or feeling misunderstood on certain roles we play as individuals. It may be being a child, sibling, parent, friend, colleague, and any role that has to do with your social life. But as you can see, I am joined by a wonderful guest today.
Molweni, guys. Kamaram Denokopiwa. So honored to be part of the podcast today.
Thank you. We'll be speaking about the pressure that comes with certain roles, which may be being the first, being the middle, second, or last born, and parents' expectations on children. I don't know if you pronounce it right. Parents' expectations, or should I say the pressure that comes with parents' expectations on their children. Okay.
Who is this guy? Who is this guy?
Damn, Missy Marika.
What do you think is the factor of parents having expectations or certain expectations on their children?
I think it feels unfair, number one, because I feel like parents expect their dreams to come to life through their children. So most of the time, okay, maybe now things have gotten better, but parents tend to want to achieve whatever they didn't achieve in their time as children through their children, which makes it then difficult for children to actually express themselves fully.
Children to express themselves fully.
Yeah, like because as a child, as you grow, it's an expression of who you are. We see yourself and the person that you are becoming through the kind of life and the character.
Correct, okay.
Yes. So a parent has so much influence, and when my expectations as umzali to you are not considerate of what you want for yourself, it then becomes a challenge and it puts so much pressure on you, because then you are stuck in between being you and satisfying umzali, because at the same time unala pressure but you don't want to disappoint your parent.
Between being you and between being the person umzali has in mind.
Yes.
And if I pressure it because the man fan, we are very unique as individuals.
Yeah.
So each individual has their ideas, opinions, blah blah blah, and so on and so on. Here's what becomes
Can I say that based on the topic you introduced in the beginning of the conversation, you said pressures that come with the parents' expectations. Can I then say today's episode is basically about a relationship of a parent and a child? Because I feel like we are going to, it's so wide that we can't only like we can't say that we are only going to stick on pressures that come from the parent side. It might be as wide as touching
Okay, yes.
other
Your point.
beings of umzali and umntwana.
Enye into endiyiqaphela endizibuze into uba, do you think abazali have do you think abazali have an effect on depression and anxiety of their children?
I do think ukuthi abazali do have a hand in it, and I'm saying this as a parent in admission of what we do. And sometimes I think most of the akekho umzali who can intentionally do that. I believe and I hope that's the case. It's not intentional, but we are partly to be blamed. Yes, and I think in abazali's defense, we can only teach and hand over to you as the next generation what we know and what we are.
Okay.
So if I'm broken, I have nothing else to offer but my brokenness. If I have issues I haven't dealt with as a child, I don't know what other childhood looks like besides the one Andy experienced growing up. So when I parent you, I parent from the person that I am at the moment of being a parent to you. And unfortunately, if broken and brokenness is what I am at the time, that's the only thing I have to offer. I can't love you if I don't know what love looks like.
Okay.
And I want to love you, but I don't know how.
Okay, you wanna point up in
Yeah.
but this certain point of view comes from a parenting point of view.
Yes.
If you know who's it from experience, from experience or from what you've seen.
From my experience as a child. From my experience as a child, it's exactly okay. Maybe not exactly, but it's what I've just said. Ukuthi, I felt so much pressured, and okay, going back to myself as a child, I also didn't know better. Therefore, whatever went wrong and everything that my parents did that I felt it was unfair, indenze ndaba resentful. And to some extent, I lost respect because I felt like my parents don't care. I felt like I wasn't loved. I want to say I felt like I wasn't loved enough. But there were moments where I didn't feel loved at all. Because I had an idea of how a relationship between a mother and a parent and a child should be. And when I did not see that happen in my home, I was like, these people don't love me. There's no way. I was like, there's no way they could reprimand me in the way that they did. I didn't understand when every winter there's going to be an excuse of there's not enough money for me to get winter clothes like every year. So those things made me feel like I was not a priority. I did not matter. When they couldn't attend school meetings, I felt like they were not interested in my education. And I made up my mind. I mean, when these things happen, and with us, your parents didn't owe you an explanation. So there was never a time where I was sat down and made to understand ukuthi, mtanam, we can't do this. We won't be attending because maybe Utatako comes home late from work, and now I have a small baby, or here's the reason why I can't show up for you in this manner. So I just had to understand, like I had to figure it out with my little understanding, because remember, ndingumntana. Also, I'm not developed enough engqondweni to see reason kakuhle into things. And the people whom I rely on for guidance and growth, banale ndlela yabo that I felt like beyingandincedi mina as a child.
I think certain emotions come with certain ages. For example, sometimes being a teenager comes with the mindset of if ABC doesn't happen,
Yeah.
it should be D. So when they feel like D, like this is the London, ezo emotions ziyezongeza,
Yeah.
they add up to plant a certain perspective
Yes.
to see things. So trauma and tonton, you very much change it to someone else or
To a certain character, like it builds a character yomuntu. And yes, there are things that you are going to learn, and as you grow, and once you get to a certain maturity level, then you are then willing to say, eish, apha ndendenziwe kungazi.
you try
Yes, and want to unlearn
Yeah.
certain things that you can see about.
so you're trying to say how figure kwiminyaka ethile, for example, the teenage years, maybe you may feel understood and loved, blah blah blah, but when you are at an age forward, when you are at a certain age,
Yes.
in the coming years, blah blah blah, you start to see as into
Maybe let's say when we are at a certain stage in your life, because people don't take, some people mature at their teens.
okay,
And bangathwaxwa zizinto ezifanayo ezithwaxa all the other teens.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people are very fortunate to mature early. Some people don't mature bayofika kwi-40s. When they're supposed to lead and head their homes, they are still stuck.
Okay, then yenza umuntu afike ku-40s engamasho.
I have no idea. I might have an idea, but I don't want, because my idea, number one, is based on what I see and think it is.
Yes.
And now I believe Bamna, for my maturity level at this point is relevant and subsequent, if that's the right word, for my age. Ne? So mna ndicinga uba ndi-right, yabo. So I don't want to like, I don't want ukuthetha into erongo for, I don't want to comment on something I'm not aware of, because I think now I'm mature for my age, and when I look at other people or around me, ndicinga uba eish hayibo ukada for this age ebekumele uba noko, you understand, which is from a outside into inside. I don't know what is going on in that person's life, so that is judgmental.
Do you think being spoiled kune galelo in someone, in a person's maturity?
Yes, it does. Being spoiled, unegalelo. Being abused, like every experience, every upbringing, unfortunately, you that molds a person into becoming a certain character in life, because you become what you expose to, you become what you consume. So if I feed you anger every day,
Become someone who's filled by anger.
only God's grace can save you from that anger, because that anger that you consume is going to consume you if you don't heal from that.
And then in things something that we grow through what we go through.
Yes.
So
100%.
it makes sense that Oba was spoiled. Spoiled mom dad.
Yes. Uba spoiled noba umdala kwindawo oya kuzo also like expected to be the egg, like you want to always be the one is in because when to be a prince or a princess.
Yeah. Ha ha ha. Subscribe. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Back to the podcast.
Because if you are spoiled, also expect her to get like a princess and prince treatment every day, which is not necessarily wrong. So I want to say, and it's wrong, or it's a no. It's got its advantages because number one, or spoiled, they don't take anything less than what they used to. Whereas if wena uyaleka in the department of being loved and be fulfilled, ube confident ukuthi I am the it thing, like now I am enough, you tend to ukuzicekela phansi ngokwakho.
Yeah.
When you are not raised to be confident and loved, and can be taught to love yourself and believe ukuthi you are enough, you tend to be the one who belittles yourself, like you don't believe that you are worthy of certain things in life. So everything has advantages and disadvantages. Being spoiled doesn't necessarily turn bad, like for everyone. Some people are fortunate enough to be spoiled in the sense that you are exposed to nice things in life, soft things, and that you want those things for your life, and you are fortunate enough to want to work for them and acquire them ngendlela right. And also it doesn't make you look down on other people because you believe ukuthi you are you and nobody else matters. Whereas for some, you don't see other people. Some people just don't see other people. They only matter as long as they get what they want and they are happy. They don't care if through them getting what they want and being happy, someone else might be getting hurt. Like they don't consider.
So being spoiled has what's this?
Can be good or bad. In a disadvantages and disadvantages.
But in a canon ekubeni ba imbeko yonke
Being spoiled doesn't necessarily mean
like
disrespectful.
Like being spoiled has a probability of having a respect level that is lower than normal level.
Honestly, I strongly believe ukuthi there's a 50-50% chance. However, upbringing that you've experienced, 50-50% chance. It all lies in your hands. Because each and every one of us, we chose indlela that we are going to respond. We had different dreams on who we want to become. Therefore, as much as you are fed certain things, it gets to a point where you choose what you actually swallow. You can choose to be angry and dwell. You can choose to hold on to pain and not let go and heal from things and become a better person for yourself. Or you can choose to forgive and move on because you want to release yourself from la bitterness so that you are a happier version of yourself for your future plans. Maybe you want to have a family and you know what you are going to parent better than me.
But I think the process of choosing comes with certain efforts and lot of thank you for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Subscribe for more. Subscribe for more the motivation to do more. Hey.
And suggest what you want discussed.
Yeah, suggest certain topics.
Matters that deserve to be matters of the people.
and express your ideas, opinions, point of views on what you've discussed on the comment section. Thank you so much. See you on the next
Next one.